Tony Watterson here again on the third lesson of beginner's accordion lessons. If you are a complete beginner, then I would suggest you look at my other two lessons where we look at the keyboard on its own. We have a look at one or two of the buttons on the bass side, because on this one we're going to put the two hands together eventually, our first tune. I'd just like to clear up a little bit of confusion. Some of my acquaintances and other musicians were a little bit confused as to why I'm called Tony Watterson and not Tony Marshall. Tony Marshall is my stage name that I've used for over 30 years now, and Watterson is my real name that I've used for considerably longer. So it does get a little bit confusing, even for me. Sometimes I find myself writing cheques in the wrong name and then I'll get some funny looks off people. Anyway, we're going to play our first tune. It's a tune that I learnt when I first started. It was my very first tune that I learnt when I was 11 years old, back in the day, before CDs and before colour television and all that. And it was from the Charles Morganti course, an American course that I believe is out of print now. It's a tune called School's Out, not the Alice Cooper one, but the one you just heard me play now. We're going to break it down, have a look at the treble first, and then the bass, and then in the next lesson we're going to try and put the two hands together. So I know we did the C major scale previous lesson. But on the very first lesson we just used 5 notes, the C, D, E, F and G, and that's all we're going to use on this little tune. So each note we're going to hold down for 4 beats, 4 beats in the bar, 4 beats, so we're going to count 4 for every note we hold down. So first of all we're going to play the C with the first finger for 4 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the E, which is 2 notes up, with the third finger for 4 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the G, 1, 2, 3, 4, then the E again, 1, 2, 3, 4, now the F with the 4th finger, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the D with the second, 2, 3, 4, E with the third, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then C with the first finger, 3, 4. So it goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And the second part. So there are 2 parts to this piece of music, and they're almost identical apart from the last 2 bars. When you get down towards the middle of it, or in other words the first half of it, you play the E and then the C. Right at the end, instead of going back to the E, you go down to the C. So just to clarify that, right at the beginning of it we're going to go from the F, and then we go to the D, and then we go to the E and then the C. But the second time through, right at the end, we'd still do the F and the D, but then instead of going to the E, we go down to the C for 2 bars, 2 counts of 4. So I'll play it quite quickly to begin with, and then I'll slow it down and we can play it together. So the whole lot, and I'll say the notes this time. So after 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, E, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, E, 2, 3, 4, F, D, E, and C, 2, 3, and again, C, 2, 3, 4, E, 3, 4, G, 4, E, 4, F, D, 4, and C, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Finish. So that's the tune. So we'll do it again now, and I'd like you to play along with me, if you will. So I'm going to do it quite a lot slower, count you in on 4, and then off we go. Are we ready? First finger on the C. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, E, G, E, F, D, E, C, and again, C, E, G, E, F, D, C, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we go. So as I suggest you play that over and over and over again until you're confident with it.